It has begun, and I'll begin on a little mini dragon puppet. She's gonna be tiny and adorable. Or he, I'm not sure yet. We'll see how it turns out. Oh, I have to decide what I think is good to represent the moon. Ramen. I'm not. I'm gonna stay up and watch that. I cannot wait for the lunar eclipse. I wonder if there's gonna be anyone who doesn't know about the lunar eclipse, and then, which they might not, because there aren't that many teenagers out there that are obsessed with, stars. Which I'm not like obsessed with them, but I think they're really cool. I do. And eclipses are pretty nice, so I'm gonna stay up and watch it, and we'll see what happens. I love it when people like leave and I still continue talking to myself, but it's a very nice way to pass the time. And it's not like I can like someone can scroll across the live and not push it. So draw the jaw on now so I can just get a look at what it looks like. No one joins, it's oh hi! Yeah, you said that last live. I remember. See if I can make a cute but cool looking like eclipse dragon puppet. Gosh. That's cool. This looks like a really fun hobby. Like making stuff like that. I got into sewing and all that when I was younger. Now I crochet. Like I crocheted enough that I can't crochet as often anymore because I injured my wrists crocheting. Um Hi. Hi Walter. Well, I would not say call it my best day for multiple reasons, but it was fun. I went shopping, which most girls like clothes shopping. I do not. I find it stressful and exhausting. And there was a lot of people because it was a sale, and I got home and I was peopled out extremely. And I was like, oh, I have to go to Taekwondo. And I was like, no, please. So my parents let me stay home. I was very happy with that. And oh, look, a cat. I gotta get my remote. Okay, okay. She went up there. If she comes back down, I'll show y'all her. But she is. I do not. I'm trying to like figure out how to make her like look cool, and I don't know how. First of all, I need to get rid of the lines right there because it needs to look like her mouth is actually attached to her. Mini. I'm like, this is gonna be a tiny dragon puppet. Thank you, Deku and Bakugo. That made me laugh. Y'all have the names from the same show. I watched MHA. It's good. I don't know what to end. Oh, I know. Like, oh, wait a minute. This looks like an empty space. Why don't I just. Oh! Sometimes you need to retry drawing. So, yeah, that way always works. Now let's try and darken it a bit. And then yeah. Bakugo so deep. Let's go. That like that name. I like that. I like that profile. I'm excited for the lunar eclipse. That is gonna be cool. I'm staying up to watch it, and I'm gonna like try and catch it on video if I can, and be like, haha, here's a dragon puppet themed after it. You know what we're gonna do? You know what she needs? There's one thing this little, possibly later to be grown up dragon puppet needs. She needs a band-aid on her nose. Oh no! I don't know! Oh, I don't know, it's so cute. But I don't know. I don't want to accidentally copy someone else's dragon puppet, so I'm hesitant sometimes to do certain things. Because I'm like, oh, this is starting to look like so-and-so's dragon puppet. Never mind. I'll just do some like stripes there and yes. Yeah, I do. I am so far yellow belt black stripe, but hopefully I'm testing for my green belt soon because I know the form to heart like for like I know the entire form. This is my yes. That's cool. In my class we have white, yellow belt, yellow black stripe, green black stripe, blue black stripe, red, red black stripe, and then black belt, and then there are 10 levels of black belt that you can go through. So, but yeah, it's interesting. Drawing is so drawing is thing is bad. Like personally, and people are like, no, it's amazing. What are you talking about? Like, no, it's terrible. There's a mistake here, and they're like, but it's so cute still. No, it's not the. They don't understand what we go through. They don't understand perfectionism in drawing. That is something I might suffer from a little bit. Which I still look back at things I've drawn, and I like a day later, I'm like, oh no, I can't unsee it now. That is not black. Tell me that does not look black. Because it is black. It says black. Okay, never mind. I was like, why did it come out brown at first? I know for a fact I have a pencil about this size in this bag that says that looks so black. Like it looks black. It really does. But it's cappuccino brown. I have no idea why I have that color out of all the colors I could have. I have cappuccino brown. Oh, thank you, Bakuya. I'm always excited when I get new subscribers. I've been losing subscribers and I have no idea why. Because I wasn't posting and I was gaining subscribers while I wasn't posting. But then I started posting and I guess I appeared on some people's pages because I was posting again and they had subscribed to me at some point and they're like, oh, who is this person? Or I'm not interested in their content anymore, and they unsubscribed and I ended up losing subscribers because I was posting. Exactly. Yay! Thank y'all so much. Like genuinely. Okay, I got it. I just got it. We just gotta get them all out. I gotta see all of them. Yay! Yeah. Posting on YouTube is very strange. I got more views when I had less subscribers, and then like, but then again, this kind of dragon puppeteers have been not getting a lot of attention right now. They're not as popular at the moment just because they're kind of cycles. Right now, the popular thing is to make fun of deep cave divers for some reason. Like, deep, deep cave divers. I said that correctly. I wasn't sure if I had, because I was talking rather quickly. I hope I don't mess up this moon. It's a very strange thing to draw. And I'm not trying to go for super detailed, but like, I would like it to look nice. It's like, do I want it to be orange? Do I not want it to be orange? Decisions. Yeah. I collected them over time. I used to have none and like used to steal pencils from downstairs with my family's collection, and then over time I just accumulated because I'd be like, oh no, I try to draw a lot, but I don't have any pencils, and someone would be like, look, I'm like, oh, you need pencils? I have extra pencils. You can have these pencils. So I ended up getting a rather large collection, and it's very helpful. What if I made like a words? I'm going out of the line. Hmm. Yeah, I'm glad. I kind of going for something that I probably shouldn't be trying to do, but I really want to try it. Oh, like go for like this northern light thing going on right here, which is probably gonna look very strange. But you know what? I'm bored, and it doesn't really look like it, but y'all will know. That'll be enough for me. Y'all will know what it is. Okay. Ooh, that's a good question. Mine is so I like Indian blue, but I love all colors. Like I genuinely have so many like favorite colors. It'd be hard to pick, and so for a long time I just whenever someone asks that, I would go with Indian blue. It's like a very it's not turquoise, but it's not blue, so I like it. Lord. Now I have to make another side after this one. That's gonna be delightful. Oh, wait a minute. Like, oh, wait, notices, like, oh, she doesn't look like she's happy. She's supposed to be happy. Yee. Hi, Glacier. Yeah, how are you doing, Glacier? I like said your name. I was like, what do I call her? Totally didn't just throw a pencil. Totally not. That's good. Yeah, I saw you were on break. I was like, I can't decide. No, gosh. I can't decide what the main color should be. I hate it when this happens. Yeah, it is. Exact. Like, it's hard. Ah, decisions. Decisions. I'm like, what if I went with a really light blue, and then if I didn't like it, I could darken it. Yeah, details, because I don't know what to do. I might just darken it. Eh. She's looking very icy right now, and that's not really what I'm going for. For absolutely no reason, um, I just remember the reason actually. I was trying to figure out why I kept seeing it over and over again, but I keep like thinking of the Encanto and that one song is like, "You gave us a miracle," and it's just like playing a loop in my head for absolutely no reason. Am I too late for a miracle? Okay, I'm gonna stop now because I don't want to get copyrighted. I love how just the lead blends in because I always forget to erase like the pencil, and then it blends in with everything, like the colored pencil, and it just annoys me to no end. Because I just I always forget. Or the dragon is like, use markers, use paint, and use pencils. Nice. I mean, like, oh no, you're like sick. It's sad, but also, yay, I got to stay home from school because I was sick. So it really depends on how much you like school. Sorry, I was taking a bite of it. So I sounded a little bit. Yeah, it really depends on how much you like school. I don't really know because I'm homeschooled, so I have to be really sick to not have to do school. Crap. There's some wetness, and I got on, so I had to like just shove it off real quick. Yeah, I actually like. There's some school obviously I don't like, but I was like, hey mom, I don't have enough school. Can I do biology by chance? So she's like, okay, sure. So that happened, and then I'm not happy about math. My mom's making me do more math. I don't like that. Me and math are not friends. Gosh, pencil. Okay, but like history and stuff, I love history. I never get it on my own. My favorite part probably last year was when Mom was like, okay, we really need to, you really need to you really need to finish these school books. And I was like, oh Mom, I finished them a long time ago. I've just redone them because I like them a lot. And it was Oklahoma history, and then atmosphere book because I like learning about that stuff. And she was like, oh, why didn't you tell me? And I was like, I didn't know I needed to. My apologies. So, it was fun. Wet pencil. Some of my ramen spilled on the ground, so like some of my pencils are wet, and if I accidentally grab the wrong one, I'm gonna get the drawing wet, and I don't want to do that. Now we're gonna do some hints of red on this moon, because guess what? Oh yeah. It's annoying. I went to school for 1 year in first grade, and I was not well liked at all. I also don't remember much of it because I actually started school a year earlier than most. So I knew everything in my class, and I ended up losing a lot of the skills I had ahead because it's like, yeah. I only went because my mom was really sick and she could not homeschool me. But my only friend was my cousin, and we were best friends. She would come out and hang with us whenever her parents were working during the summer. We were best friends, and her friends at school did not like me at all. So they would be like, no, let's go over here. And I was a very, very sad first grader. But I got over it. And I'm actually a lot harder to hurt. Like, I do not take insults at all. I have very, very thick skin. I think I ordered the first part of that. I don't talk well, but if someone insults me in real life, I can usually burn them pretty bad. Like, there was this one person, like, I have friends with this one friend, and her sister was kind of a jerk. And she kept taking shots at her and stuff, and then one time, like, she was off, my friend was, like, doing cartwheels in a field, basically, and, her sister looked at me, and she's like, there she goes, wasting all of her brain cells, and I was like, yep, and I looked her dead in the eye, and I know it's mean, but she actually deserved it, and I was like, now she's gonna be a little more like you. And she stood there for a second, and then she just looked at me, and just like, hey, and I was like, I felt bad for a little bit, but, like, she kind of deserved it, because she was trying to talk her sister, like, down, and, like, you shouldn't be friends with her. It was very interesting. Bye. Bye, Deku. I just realized how lucky you were to get that name. Like, of all the people to have. Like, have you ever saw someone's, like, name on YouTube? And you're like, wow, it's a nice, like, name. Because, like, it'd be so hard to, like, seem so hard to get, you would think. Like, Deku, you'd feel like that'd be one that would be common. So, I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know what? There's not gonna be a Band-Aid on this side because she's gonna be evil. I decided to go live while I made her because I really needed something to do while I was making her. Oh, that didn't happen. Yes, I would say it is. I don't get to participate in some things, but I get to participate in a lot of, like, other things, and I have homeschool groups. People are like, oh no, they're so unsocialized. I just don't like being social, honestly, but I can be social, and there are homeschool groups where just a bunch of homeschoolers get together. And I actually live in, you already know this, but I live in Oklahoma, and it is the or it is one of the only states. Why do I keep doing, like, I just keep sweeping her off. It is one of the only states in America that doesn't have any restrictions on homeschooling, which is kind of good, but it's kind of bad. Basically means, hey parents, you want to homeschool your kids, you do what you want, you pick the curriculum. Kind of bad because if some people can just not send their kids to school and not get caught, but also kind of good because my mom gets to pick what I, like, absorb, basically. So, yeah, and I don't get bullied, and don't, like, my only classmates are my siblings when we do stuff together. I kind of know how I want this side to look. being homeschooled has its advantages and disadvantages, definitely. But it's a lot of advantages. Like, here's a good example. I don't like math. Not math. I definitely do not like math, but math is not the subject I wanted to start talking about. Basically, I'm really good at reading. Like, I learned how to read when I was like 5 because I was like, hey mom, can you teach me how to do this? It looks really fun. And she's like, oh, okay. So she did, and so I learned really young how to read and talk well. It was very nice. She could have done that even if I was in school, but I don't think it would have worked out as well. Going to school actually messed up my reading because they were like, read as quickly as you can, and I did, and I started missing words and messing up stuff. Ooh, that's a good question. So I'm actually naturally an early riser up until the very annoying time change, which I get its use, so we just live with it. But I usually woke up like maybe 6:30, but now I wake up at 7. But our deadline to start, like, get up and eat breakfast is usually 8, and then we have to get on with our day, which is reasonable. So it's like not whenever we want, but we can just arise at decent times when we want. I am an early bird. I love waking up early, but I cannot sleep in. Like, I go to bed around 11:30 every night, every single night, or I end up waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Exactly, I'm not kidding. It sounds strange, but it is true, and it is very annoying. Why? Why, universe? Yeah, so I just end up doing that. Which, my sleep schedule is about to get messed up so much because I'm staying up to watch this lunar eclipse. Like, it's basically 12 to 6. And I'm gonna be outside watching and, like, staring at the moon. And I won't stay up during the entire thing, but I'm definitely gonna use YouTube time and see if I can record something of it and all that. I want to add more detail than just red everywhere on this side, so I'll probably end up doing like a black fade somewhere too. And then I just colored over that blue. That was dangerous. Could have turned into purple. But we're gonna very carefully work our way around the rest of that. And then this like red flame I have going on here. It's gonna look rather strange after the red is added, so I probably shouldn't have done it, but this is a tiny dragon puppet. That's what I like about them. You can draw them miniature, and their mistakes are a lot harder to track. Thanks, Astra. I did gain some subscribers from this, so it was very nice, and I'm very thankful for that, honestly. I'm about to use a different red. Why am I using this pencil? It's not an actual colored pencil. It's like a tracer. So that wasn't coloring very nicely. Oh yeah! I always forget that part. And that nose. I'm gonna need to color that a little bit better. Gosh. I've always, like, it took so long, I'm not joking, like, before I actually got a good set of pencils. It would take forever for me to find real red. whenever I'm doing anything, because like I would always find orange red everywhere. There would never be a different red. Okay. That's a good question. I'm gonna do a little mini finger. I'm gonna do a little mini like mouth that goes just on 2 fingers. So be opening and closing. Which I love doing mini dragon puppets, and when I was starting this live, I was like, you know what? I should do like how to make a mini dragon puppet out of just one piece of paper and some tape and duct tape and stuff. I'm like that nice person. I'm like, oh, just one piece of paper would draw them in, but then they might think that you just need one piece of paper, and I need to be honest and say you need tape and or whatever you use to secure it. But that would be fun. I think I would enjoy that. That is a terrible blend. Like, I know y'all can see this. It is a terrible blend. Then again, tiny blends are just like so very hard. That's a little better, I guess. This blend will be better because I have a little bit more space. Do I have any other reds? I have that. That feels like an orange red, doesn't it? Like you can tell. You can tell when they're next to each other. It's an orange red. You like think like, oh, little mini dragon puppets couldn't possibly get like, this is my opinion. It's not everyone's opinion, but like I was like, oh, little mini dragon puppets couldn't get that many views. And then like you go and look, and my most viewed YouTube short is about a little like dragon puppet that I named Cheeto. He's gone now. Long ago he was destroyed very tragically. We'll try something. Not the weird color blending and shading. Like, I used to watch videos like that where people are like, oh no, you shouldn't add those. Like people like that weren't artists were like, why are you adding the other layers, like the other color layers that aren't actually gonna be anything like involved in the picture? Like, why are you putting green behind the apple and all that? And now I understand it, and I can't believe I do. Not to their point do I understand it, but I'll find myself doing it unconsciously. And I'll look back and I'll be like, why? Why did I add that color there? Be like, it was so unnecessary in that moment, and I used it, and it turned out. My only annoyance about this so far is she's supposed to be mad. She looks angry. I mean, she looks sad. Probably give her teeth. Or I could just make her smile. Make her look evil. I do not like that part. I gotta fix that. The white. It's like you don't see a difference for the first few strokes, and then you keep doing it. You're like, oh, that worked. I'm not joking. I lost the. Okay, here it is. I found the other face. Yee. We're probably gonna do a black jawline for this one, and then a blue matching that blue shade for that one, or possibly blue fading into a white. And possibly my only goal for this live is to finish her. Wow, 35 minutes. I've honestly like sat down to make dragon puppets and anything really. Like you sit down to do anything like craft wise, and then you're like, oh, that was pretty quickly. And then you look at the time and it's like, wow, I just wasted half the day. So much fun when that happens. And then your family, like, you come downstairs and you're like, what happened? Where did you go? We thought you ran away. That's an over-exaggeration, but, like, seriously, though. You're like, were you upstairs on your phone all day? Nope, I was upstairs crafting and making stuff. While possibly binging my favorite shows. Welcome back, Glacier. We'll figure it out. Not my favorite dragon puppet, but most of them aren't. It's like I won't have a main. I haven't had a main since Emerald fell apart. And I need to remake her because she is my main dragon puppet, technically still. And she forever will be. Look, I just realized I can just cut this off and use it as work on the jaw. Kind of, I think. Bear with me here. Oh no! The moment you realize you have no idea where your duct tape is. And sister walked in. Tried to mouth words and I have no idea what she's saying. Because she's exhaling the words. I know, right? I literally have way too many dragon puppets, and then I look at them and I'm like, you know, the smart decision would be to throw away some of them and just remake them. But I'm never gonna do that. It's never gonna happen. I doubt it. I'm actually gonna move in a second and get some hot glue, because I just realized I have a hot glue gun and I need to use it. And this is too thin to do anything with, except maybe make the bottom wall thing, like the jaw. So I'll be right back. Sorry. Move it. Okay, I have duct tape. I don't want it. Not the background moving. We're gonna actually go ahead and start on, while that heats up, we're gonna start drawing and working at the jaws. The jaw, I should say. But that is weird. Like, imagine doing that. It looks cute to me, except for the fact that it's like a little too big in my opinion. So like after you add a detail, wow, it'd be like, it intersects with the ear. That is my thing. The ear is like an addition, but it's not like the head, but I don't know how to explain it. If you go in and like add some character to it, I guess, it looks really cute. I have to wrap this up because my siblings are gonna need to go go to bed soon. And then, yeah, just a little bit extra. Nah. Sit down a bit. I'm just gonna... Oh, hi, Owen. Sorry, I wasn't actively paying attention to chat. And then this is gonna be a much tighter jaw. And have teeth. Which it isn't gonna work like that because, like, you have to have room for the jaw to close. Just kind of doesn't look right either. Really gotta stop trying to draw over what I don't want. A habit that I have that doesn't work well. I'm just experimenting at this point. The teeth seem like a little much, personally. I need to do a normal jaw and then add some sharp pointer teeth. Yep, that works. Yay! Hot glue gun is almost done heating up, so we can start wrapping it. Also, you need to trace that. First, I need to erase the gray line, and then I need to erase that, and then I need to darken it with what actual bubbly blue, of course. Yep. I just realized I did these in the middle of the page, and I probably should have done them closer because I'm gonna waste paper now. But I'm not gonna undo what I just did, so. Okay. Well, Deku, if you're still here, yep, goodbye. I don't know if you had already left. Look at that. You can see things, but I don't know. There was something that I was tracing. We need to hurry up because I cannot be here forever. I do not care if you grab a pencil. You can say hi for all I care, but you just can't say our names.
Hi. Hi, Virtue.
Hello, sister. It's become very chaotic since then, because, like, one time I went live with her and she just did not stop saying my name. I was like, we aren't supposed to say each other's names! Ah. Oh, I understand. Gosh, I'm so... I almost touched the tip of my hot glue gun on purpose because I was like, oh, look, there's something there. I need to get that. I was like, wait a minute. I feel like something bad could happen if I touched it. Yeah, something bad's gonna happen if I touch the end of my hot glue gun. I probably shouldn't do that. It's gonna hurt a little bit. I just remembered there's an easier way to do this. That's kind of thick. I'm gonna move this so you can see what I'm doing. Oh, this is a different dragon I'm working on. I don't know if I'm gonna finish her. Sometimes I'll just randomly start drawing a dragon puppet design and I just never finish it. And I've found old dragon puppet ideas just lying around my room. I seem to be having some issues trying to figure out how to get this thing finished. I've done things like this before, and I'm just... Sorry guys, I gotta... Yeah. So people actually, like, I told my mom about how some people online were talking about how they could touch the tip of their hot glue gun after being burnt for so long. And she's like, oh yeah, I know what that is. That's when you burn off, like, you end up damaging and burn off, the nerve endings on the end of your fingertips. It's like, oh, it has a name! It's too thick. But that's what it is, apparently. We're just gonna cut out a strip and get it to the right size, and then redo it, because I cannot seem to get this down. Yet again, someone is coming upstairs. It's gonna take me, it's a learning curve. It's gonna take me a moment. It has been a while since I've made, let's see, tiny puppet. And I'm gonna try something. Experiment a lot when I do stuff, though. So we're gonna try gluing that there.